What's going on, Mayhem Mafia? Welcome back. I'm your favorite BOP agent. That's right, it's Sarge Mayhem. We got a different environment, different look, new video. What do I got for you this week? You're gonna have to stay tuned and find out for yourself. But for now, let's go ahead and roll that beautiful footage. Alright guys, so we're not on the swamp deck today, we're outside. It's a beautiful day and we're enjoying God's creation around us. I decided to dress a little lighter for you guys, not so professional, more authentic of what I would look like every single day. I got my new pup over there, Abby. Some of you guys have seen her. That's one reason why I'm doing it outside, so I can watch her eat stuff and yell at her for doing it like she is now. Hey Abby, no. So back to the video. What are we talking about today? Well, we are talking about something that's very special to me, and the company behind it also is very special to me. And what are we talking about today? We are talking about this guy. The gun? No, we are talking about the Optic. So this Optic is a Gideon Omega. I really like it. Now, the thing you got to know about Gideon, everyone's like, oh, they're so cheap, they must be trash. They're not trying to, quote-unquote, compete against Trigicon and stuff like that. We know their quality, we got it. This is for people that can't justify spending $700 or $500 on an Optic, and they want to learn it, and that's what kind of shuts them down, the price. That's where Gideon kind of fills that void. I really like them a lot. They make a lot of good optics. They're LPBO, which I need to get my hands on. When I used it at GunCon last year, 2025, it was awesome. I really need to get my hands on that because their products are good and affordable. Now, this Optic is actually my second Omega. The first one I got it secondhand from Jay Weth, and I shot the living piss out of that gun and the Optic, and it was on this gun, which can't tell has ports, and then it was also on my M&P that I used for duty work. I know some people are going to be like, bro, you used Gideon Omega for duty work? Just trying to see. I mean, I still had iron sights if I really needed it, but just trying to see the quality, running it through its paces. It lasted a long time. What ended up happening is I went to go teach a class, and as I drew this pistol up and on target, couldn't find the dot. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Can't find the dot, battery must be dead, whatever, not even thinking of it. Came home to go change the battery, dead. What the hell? And then I noticed, I really looked, and I was like, the lens is gone. The lens had fallen out, and you can see in this picture right here that the lens had completely fallen out. Now, this was right before Christmas, so Mike from Gideon, I called him up, or I didn't call him, I texted him, and I think it was like Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve, the 23rd, and I was like, hey man, this happened. I got some duty work I need to do coming up with school coming back, and basically I need a new Optic. What can we do about this? And they took care of it. They didn't have to. It wasn't their fault. It was past the warranty and all that, but they took care of it, and they took care of it like Ricky Tick, like on the spot. I had that thing 10 days maybe with the turnaround and all the pictures and submitting and all that, 10 days, and here it is. I really enjoy this Optic. What's going on, Mayhem Mafia? I'm always trying to present great companies that you can go to that support the 2A community and veterans, and YouTube keeps taking me down because I give you the actual link. So instead, you're going to do a Google search because I know you know how. And the first great company that we're going to be talking about is Brownells. Brownells is a great place to go. Lots of selection, great customer service, and that's why I get all my Gats, glass, and brass from Brownells. You can use that code BOP10. Save yourself a little bit of coin just like I do. The other company that you're going to Google search is the best gun oil on the market. If you don't know, you're wrong. And that's going to be Cleanse Oil. This is their new synthetic blend. I love it. It works very well. They have Carbon Killer that works exceptionally well. Great product, great customer service. They're all for the veterans because they're owned by a veteran. So go ahead and give them a Google search, and we'll get right back to the video. Some things I will tell you guys, because I'm going to be pushing more towards like instruction and stuff on this channel. So one thing I will tell you that a lot of people sleep on is the torquing of the screws in the Optic. You don't want to over torque them and you don't want to under torque them. So put this guy down inside your box. Okay, pretty much any Optic, sorry, Gideon. Inside your box. Okay, you're gonna open the box. There's this little thing that none of us like to read. It's called an instruction manual. I know, it's crazy. If you've never heard of it, Google it. It literally tells you your torque specs. Okay, now on average, I do 15 foot-pounds anyway, but I always check just to make sure. Make sure you get a actual torque wrench to do that, and they're not very expensive. Actually, when Gideon sent this to me, they sent me a torque wrench set, and I've been using that. But before then, I was using the Wheeler. Wheeler makes fabulous gun products, or like gun tools and stuff like that. Go check them out. Let them know Sarge Mayhem sent them, or sent you to them. Gideon, same thing, but I do have something special for you for the Gideon, and it's not for me, it's for my buddy. One of the other things is once you torque this down, okay, make sure you put blue Loctite. Do not put red Loctite. Abby, stop eating. Stop. Do not put red. Red requires heat to get it off, okay, and that's a pain in the ass. You don't need a lot. Just a dab, just a little dab, okay. Put it on. Get it where you do one side, the other side, so you don't have one side and it can kind of shift it. It's weird, but you just want to go from one side to the other. Little turn, little turn, little turn, little turn, until it gets where it starts getting snug. Bust out that torque wrench. Stop eating shit. And go ahead and click that down to 15 pounds, right? Once you do that, you are going to do something else that a lot of people also don't do, and you are going to mark your screws. Why do we mark our screws? Because it lets us know if the screw is backing out. I know. With this, all I really use and all you really got to do, get a little thing of whiteout and basically take a toothpick, dab it in there, draw your line. It doesn't have to be perfect, just so that you can see if the screws move. After you do mount an Optic, okay, and you put that blue Loctite, you marked your screws, everything's torqued down as it's supposed to, it's recommended you give 24 hours before you fire the gun, just to make sure that that Loctite sets. Does that mean that you have to? No, it doesn't, but it's recommended. So that's even more reason why to mark those screws, because if you're not going to wait, you want to see if those screws start backing out. All in all, go check out Gideon. They make some really good products, especially if you're very frugal like me. I was actually very surprised how durable it was for the cost. It took forever for me to actually get the lens to fall out, and this gun and some of my other guns, there's no like modifications to the recoil springs or anything. I don't have lighter recoil springs and nothing like that. So it's definitely seen some wear and tear. I've bumped into stuff. I mean, if you carry around a gun outside the waistband all the time when you're working, you've bumped into stuff. It happens. So it took a beating and it kept going. So way to go, Gideon. Great product. They have a bunch of other products. Don't think that this is the only one and the LPBO is the only other one. It's not. Go check out Gideon and make sure you get yourself a quality Optic that doesn't have to break the bank, especially if you're trying to get into all of this. One thing you can do when you do go to Gideon, because I know you will, you're the Mayhem Mafia, you're going to use this code right here. That's right, use code JWEF and save yourself a little bit more coin, so now it's even cheaper. Can't tell you how much I appreciate Gideon. Their products are great. I love hanging out with them at GunCon. Hopefully, some of you guys, if you went to SHOT Show, you got to see them. Great company. He remembered me by name after a year, and, you know, I only met him for like an hour or so. But great company. They take care of you. They stand behind their product. They stand behind their customers. Use that code. Save some money. And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, notification bell so that you know when the next video is. Again, I apologize for the separation and how long it took me to do this video, but I have been with Abby, and I'll give you a short clip of her. Here it is. There's Abby, guys. You'll be seeing more of her. There she is in her pup state, eating stuff. All right, back to the video. So you can see it's been bundles of fun. You know how it is if you've ever had a puppy. It's kind of like a kid, like a baby. Similar, you know, don't eat that, don't put that in your mouth, don't touch that, leave that alone, no, stop. That's what it's like. And calm down, quit freaking out. Like, it doesn't cry, it just goes nuts and starts barking and biting, and it has so much energy. It's a blue healer, that's what happens. But I appreciate you guys being here. Let me know what you guys think about this kind of setup where I'm more outside, how I'm more dressed down, and we're just enjoying each other here on the Mayhem Defense channel. Appreciate you again. I'll see you guys next week. I'm Sarge Mayhem, and I'm out.